It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim.
Hey. Bryce.
What does your t-shirt even say? It's just nonsense.
It says Mandy.
Oh,
Just like the movie.
Mandy.
I'm mandying it up, baby.
Not the Barry Manilow song?
Not the Barry Manilow.
No.
Not the Mary Banilow song?
Not that either.
They should have had that song in the movie. That's all.
They should have had that song.
They should have that song in every movie, but
That's
the
right.
only movie it's ever been in that I can remember is Can't Hardly Wait.
What do you
Also
know?
a good movie.
This is a good movie.
Yeah.
I got no problem with Can't Hardly Wait.
You know what?
Maybe
Maybe
we should
we
watch
should
that
watch.
It's a teen rom-com, and guess what? It has Jennifer Love
I'm
Hewitt
putting
in
it on the list. Where were we? Oh yeah, you're still introing us.
What list is that, Jim?
We'll talk about that later.
All right. Hey, Mur, how you doing?
My life sucks. Let's move on.
Yeah, Merman's here.
Yeah.
Apparently his life sucks. Let's
Yeah,
move on.
that's
So with
right.
the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all who've been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, or even just like it a little bit, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a rating on your platform. Hopefully it's a 5. Or you can dare see a terrible film, and if it played anywhere in the world in a cinema, we'll watch it at some point. But not this week. Now, let's get to raging. What amazing moment?
Predict.
What amazing moment?
Predict.
Will he predict the rage or will he predict the mondo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce are at the movies?
Movies.
Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes.
Ooh.
He's angry and swimming to you.
And you.
Swim angrily, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim angrily, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little rage filled hearts.
Yeah.
La, la, la,
So yeah,
la,
a
la,
fairly
la,
light
la.
week by comparison. to
It is a
other
light
weeks,
week.
which I'm pretty sure the producers of Scream planned it because they knew they had no competition.
I think people go see Scream movies whether there's competition or
Yeah,
not.
but they had nothing to compete against.
Do they, Jim?
Anyway,
I think so.
All right,
So
there's
first
I think
up-
there
Well,
was
there's a seventh one.
6 people in the theater where we went.
Well, there's 7.
there was a lot in mine.
There's 7 of these films, so obviously they're making money. Or
And
they
they made
would
$100
make
million
another
over
one.
the weekend.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It made how much?
like $90 million.
No,
97. It did so.
That's wrong.
Did you just look on your ancient computer?
Okay, well,
If it
I'll
ever
pull it
gets
up.
up.
If it ever
And
boots
around
up,
the 45-minute mark of the podcast, I'll
it
give you
might
an
actually put it. There
answer.
you go. So we're starting off with one that I actually wanted to go to, but for reasons of why I'm upset, my card died again. I could not get there. So it was Elvis Presley in concert, which is a documentary type thing done by Baz Luhrmann, who did the last Elvis movie.
You did.
And who doesn't love Elvis? You know, king of rock and roll. I don't think it was probably much of a movie other than just some concert footage, so double meh.
All right.
Then we come up with the big dog of the week.
Big dog.
Whoa. Do
Oh!
that, you'll set off the alarms down on
Oh.
my feet. Scream 7. Yes, there have been 7 of these. Which, because my car died, I had to walk to the theater to see it, because I'd already bought the ticket.
Buns of Steel.
Tons of steel. Luckily, it was a nice day, I guess. Yeah. It's a Scream movie. I remember how bad the last one was.
Yes, you do.
Double Rage. And then we'll come up with my movie, In Cold Light,
That's right.
which I was a part of.
Yes, you were.
Maybe the last film credit I ever get, but I was in there apparently. Is the deaf guy from who won the Oscar? I can't
Yep.
remember his name. Troy something or other. It was a Canadian film, Quebec Film Company, and they shot a bit here in Calgary. I don't know. The story might be all right. Let's go double mech, just because it's Canadian.
There you go.
All
There's
right,
been
there
some
you go.
good Canadian films lately.
And some bad ones.
And some bad ones.
Feeling a little groovy today, man. This is
It's the king of rock and roll.
the king of rock and roll.
Go ahead.
So I'm not going to talk about my thoughts on this beloved performer of many people, old and young, and remind people that he was a sexual predator who groomed his wife from age 14. I'm not going to talk about that.
You just did, though, Jim.
Oh, no, I'm not going to talk about that.
But you just did.
No, I'm not going to talk about it.
It can be argued that you just did.
No, but I said I'm not going to talk about it.
But in bringing it up, you've already talked about it.
I said I could do that.
Why don't you
but
just
I didn't.
review the movie?
Okay, so I'm just going to talk about this movie and whether I, who was once a fan of one of Elvis's songs, and in my opinion, the only good one.
One of his songs.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's Suspicious Minds. The only good song he ever did.
Really?
Yeah.
He did so many good songs.
I haven't heard all of them, so I don't.
I think
but
you have.
I've
heard
I haven't heard every one of them.
I can tell you, I heard almost every clip of one last night in watching that movie.
No, you heard
There was-
songs from his stupid show that was just him singing Beatles and frickin' other, I don't even know, bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with him. If I ever went to one of those concerts, I would have been pissed, man. It's like, can you just sing some Elvis songs?
Yeah, he completely.
He also sang a lot of
He
gospel,
completely
too.
destroyed some Beatles songs.
Yeah, I know he did.
But okay, so
I have one of his gospel albums.
there you go.
Where Art Thou, I think it's called. I don't know.
How great thou art! How great thou art!
I can probably reach it from here.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm sure
Do you
one
want
of
to
your
put it
dogs
on?
can.
Do you want me to-
Maybe.
Just
Should I-
point it out, and I'm sure Baxter will
Should I
pull it off.
Should
the
I
shelf.
play it?
No.
How great art thou? And on it you've got how great thou art, sorry. In the garden, somebody bigger than you and I, farther along, stand by me. Without him, so high, where could I go but to the Lord? By and by, the Lord wasn't walking by my side. Run on, where no one stands alone, crying in the chapel and peace in the valley.
Okay, so
And why did you?
Why do I have this?
yes.
Your mother?
It's a good question. I'm not sure. Every now and then, when you've got like tens of thousands of CDs, you got one where you're like, huh, how'd I end up with that?
Yeah, okay, so where was I? Here's what I can tell you about this film. If you expect this to be Elvis live in concert, you will be sadly mistaken. What you will see is random clips from Baz Luhrmann's subconscious, and to be honest, I'm not even sure if he actually liked Elvis Presley, because this just shows him performing or practicing in one form of drug-induced haze to another. And in between shots of clips, sometimes it's a longer song, sometimes it's not. Sometimes he starts singing a song and then there's a giant edit right in the middle of it. And then he starts singing the same song 40 seconds later into the song. And I'm just like,
Yeah, I thought that was slick.
what? What?
It was slick.
Okay.
It's just kind of randomly put in there.
Hey, Baz Luhrmann's not just gonna make a concert. Like the concert
tells
footage
the
was
story.
there. He's not just gonna throw that up and say, "Hey, it's Baz Luhrmann's Elvis Presley in concert," and just throw up the concert footage. He's gonna do some moving and a shaking and doing some sprinkling some glitter on it because it's Baz Luhrmann. He's gonna make it his own.
I wish there was some glitter.
That's why it's not Elvis Presley in concert. It's Baz Luhrmann's Elvis Presley in concert.
Epic.
That
Elvis
is
Presley in concert.
Yeah.
That's the title of the movie.
Baz Luhrmann's like right on top in the poster.
Yeah, but it's not the title of the movie.
It is the title of the movie.
It's not.
It is.
And neither is this. So, where was I?
I don't
I don't
know.
remember.
Yeah, anyway, I can tell you that watching multiple cuts of different shows playing parts of different songs made me feel nauseous
Oh, it was
trying to
good.
stay focused.
That's the only way you could have done this and not be bored to tears.
Over
Keep on going, Jim.
You know what? He asks us why our podcast lasts 7 hours long.
Because you guys don't shut up. You can keep on yammering on and on.
Yeah. Just like Baz's mind, this movie's all over the place. Some edits were just off kilter, but always off-putting. I think he wanted Elvis to appear funny, maybe, and fun in concert, but it didn't feel that way. I mean, I did laugh a couple of times, and Elvis was being funny, but more than not, I was laughing at him as opposed to with him. But laughter is not what I felt most of the time as I was watching this. I did feel that Elvis liked to perform, that he came across that he was enjoying what was happening. Maybe it was because he was as high as a kite. I don't know. I also didn't feel
Elvis
much
is an entertainer.
else
You
as
gotta
I
give
watched
him
it.
that.
Right.
Yeah, it did show him. He did interact with the audience. In that respect, this film did show that he interacted with his audience.
Did that well.
I would say yes, it
Ladies
did.
love Elvis.
But
Yeah, they do.
the
One point he gets to walk through the audience, and he starts smooching with them all.
Even when he gained like 150 pounds, they still love him.
well, we never got to see Fat Elvis.
No,
no Fat Elvis?
No Fat
it
Elvis.
was
This was
just-
the 60s?
It was just
This was
young.
his initial run at the wherever it was, the
whatever
the
hotel he was
historic. And,
Yeah, well, 68 was his comeback special. Then he kind of blew up in
at.
the 70s.
I have no idea. All I can tell you is that I did feel something a lot through this film, and it wasn't happy, fun, or joy. It was rage for the doc, for the badly edited concert footage.
that was good
or
stuff.
whatever it was. It was horrible and embarrassing for the whole Elvis family. He also
it
destroyed some
wasn't.
Beatles songs, which we've already discussed, which in Peter Jackson's Beatles movies that he's released lately, they explain how Elvis was jealous of them and tried hard to have them not come to America behind their backs. Huh. And yet he was performing. They had to put
this movie
Elvis, they had to
was-
put Beatles songs
This
in
movie
there.
was supremely influenced by that Peter Jackson's Beatles doc.
It's a response, I think.
Yeah.
Are you done with Elvis yet, Baz? Because I have a feeling that you're not. Because
Oh,
that
I
seems
hope
to be
not.
where you're preoccupied with. This movie was horrible. I hated every second of it.
Oh, come on.
I didn't like any of it. I thought I felt like I should have. If I
Can
was
you-
on drugs,
Okay,
I might have enjoyed.
Give a
this.
couple things to me. You have to appreciate the fact that he had a connection with the audience.
Yes, I 100%.
It was well shown, right?
Yes.
Okay, you have to appreciate the fact that he surrounded himself with some very good musicians.
Yes, 100%.
So the music was okay. You may
the
not have
music-
liked his version of it.
The music,
but the
itself-
musicians were good.
The musicians were
If you could
good
appreciate
musicians.
on the level of the musicians.
Yes, and hold on, just so everybody knows,
Yeah.
it's not like I don't like Elvis's voice. I
Yes.
find his voice okay.
His voice is very good.
I just don't like his songs, except for one.
All right.
And I don't
I
like
thought his
Baz
renditions
Luhrmann.
were fine.
I don't like
I will-
Baz Luhrmann's
Yeah.
direction of this movie because I think it looked like Elvis
Oh, it
was
was-
stoned the entire movie.
No, it didn't.
It did so.
No,
He's
it
got gloss. Murray's eyes are glossed over half the times. He's stoned.
Well, he's working with the footage he has, Jim.
So how about this? Don't use bad footage of him. Like don't make a movie then. Or how about this? How about releasing? Wait,
You're
how about
talking-
this?
you're
An
talking
epic
like-
movie with Elvis Presley in concert.
You're talking like all the
don't
footage he was like completely out of it.
Don't
and he
even.
was
He
not.
was completely out
was
of it.
not,
The whole
Murray.
footage.
I
the whole
Murray,
footage.
please watch
if
this
this
someday.
was from the 60s, I don't think he was that drugged out yet.
Yeah, he wasn't that.
That didn't
drugged
happen
out.
until the 70s.
He
If you
don't get me
didn't-
wrong, he was under the influence, but he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't. You're making him sound like he's like slurring his words and he's like falling over himself. That's not.
He was
it's not
he
the
was a
case at all.
consummate professional, so he was
Yeah.
he was able to do his performances lying on the floor sometimes with a bra on his head, sometimes
Well,
you
the
know,
bra
when he
on his head
with
was
his-
because the bra was thrown on
On
stage.
stage. Yeah.
I know.
He was
that was
being
that was
funny.
the only funny part of the
Not
movie.
like it was a prop he brought with them.
No,
Yes.
it was
You can't help what
definitely-
women do.
It was
Exactly. Now, you know what? So what was this? It was a Mondo?
rage
Oh. Okay.
because it was horrible.
I got that.
So, yeah, I mean, there's...
Oh wait, I wasn't finished.
Oh, you weren't finished. Okay,
no,
keep on going.
It also, Murray, on top of them throwing all this concert footage in together, which didn't make any sense, they have
No, it made perfect sense, 'cause it
they
was showing the process.
They have doc footage of
Good
things.
God, were you
It's like-
watching this movie?
Yes, Bryce, I was.
I don't think you were.
The
I think you made
they
up your
kept putting
mind before
clips
you
in
went
there.
in.
They kept putting
you did
clips in
too.
there. They kept putting clips in there of oh, this was like, it's like he would talk about, I wish I was married someday, and then they have to put a clip of him getting married, and then they have to talk about, oh, let's talk about the Colonel, and then of course, just in like Baz Luhrmann fashion, they put a slant on the editing to make it look like the Colonel's this evil dude.
Man,
He's
the
an evil
like-
dude.
Colonel
We're
was
talking-
pretty
he was an
evil.
evil dude. What are you talking about?
I know, but it's just
It was a little over the
it was-
top.
That was the
It
whole
was-
point of this movie, is
it
that
was-
Elvis wanted to go on a world tour, and the Colonel wouldn't let him.
so
Yeah,
that was not
and
clear in this movie.
That was absolutely clear, because in the
No.
movie, he actually talks about he's never been outside of the United States
Yep.
other than going
Yes,
to the military.
he does,
Yep.
but he didn't. They
So
didn't say it was
They
because of.
absolutely. Where were you watching?
They didn't say the Colonel stopped him.
They
Yeah.
didn't.
No, they
say
did
it.
not.
Okay, no, they didn't. They didn't throw it in your face and say the Colonel stopped him. But we all know that because he's
We
the
watched
guy
his last movie.
that arranged everything. He got him his contracts
Yep.
in Hollywood. He got. What are you talking about?
Yes.
My
So if
God, you're making me like this movie.
and he had a
even more
gambling
now.
problem, which
Good,
is
that's-
why
that's great.
he signed Elvis to that stupid casino, because
Yes.
he owed him all kinds of money.
Yeah, so
That's
so,
a fact. It's not part of the
exactly,
movie.
and that's
Yes, okay,
and
so-
and that's
so
all
that- you're
that's
literally
all touched
telling-
upon in this movie.
you're literally proving my
This mo-
point.
this movie
is that if you
tells-
want to make a message, put the message in it.
This movie,
It's like subliminal messaging.
this
that there's
movie
planted in
tells
here.
such a big story that you're not giving it credit for, because you're watching it down a hallway when you should be when you should walk out of the hallway into the arena and take the whole thing in.
Oh, I took the whole
You
thing
didn't
in.
take anything in, because
Nope.
you're talking about stuff that they absolutely touched upon. You saying that
They did it. They did not do it well.
oh, they did it really well, and
No.
they did it seamlessly within the confines of putting this concert footage together, putting the rehearsals and the concert and weaving it together seamlessly in a way that was entertaining. I don't understand what you're talking about. This was a very well-made movie. It wasn't Mondo, don't get me wrong, but it is so much better than what you're making it out to be, and it actually does tell a story in it too, which you're not giving it credit for.
'Cause it didn't do it well.
It did it so well. Every bit of footage that he put in pretty much meant something. There's some stuff that maybe I would have thrown away. But overall, every time Elvis is talking, it is driving forward this whole how life was for Elvis. I didn't like the looking back on the marriage, and that was all. But overall, this was really well done. I wish they would have left the family out of it, and that's just a personal thing. The lead up to getting into the concert was done pretty well, because it was just like frickin' rapid fire. We're going through the first part of his career, just boom, 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 movies, military, they're firing it through at rapid fire style, and he did it well, and it's like you'd expect Baz Luhrmann to do it. It's just kind of his style. And then once they got to the rehearsal, that's when the good stuff was. That's when you got to see the personality. That's when you got to see him interacting with his band. That's when you got to see the love that he had for this business, and the fact that it kind of was killing him that he had to just sit here and play the same stuff over and over again in the same god darn frickin' place when he wanted to spread his wings, go out and see the world. I don't understand how you didn't get this out
Oh
of
no,
this.
they tell you that.
Yeah. So
They just
anyways,
didn't tell it well.
I I didn't hate this movie like you at all. I didn't absolutely adore it, but it was well made. And the musicianship, I will say, is great. Really great. Elvis's voice, you can't argue. The guy can sing. And this was a good movie. It was a very good movie. If you're an Elvis fan, absolutely go see it. If you're not, you know what? You'll find some stuff in this that's interesting. I don't know why you didn't. This is a high meh. It wasn't. I went in thinking I was just going to be, absolutely not digging this at all. But I'll tell you, Baz Luhrmann did a good job, and you are not giving him credit for the way that he edited together the rehearsals and the different concert footage so that it was seamless. It was very, very well done, and it added to the story because it also showed the absolute preparation that went into these shows, that he had to just go over and over again and that he would actually literally, practice for months before he got in and actually did the shows. I mean, it just showed, it went behind the scenes unlike I've ever gone behind the scenes with Elvis, and I appreciated that. This was good. It was high man.
I'm glad you liked it.
I can't believe you hated it.
I wish I was on drugs. That's what I felt like, because I felt like I was on drugs watching it. And then looking at Elvis, I felt.
By the way, Murray, I really do believe you'd like this.
I would like it. I was planning on going.
Yeah. And you'll see it. You'll see it someday.
You'll see it. It'll show up on Miramax or.
Yeah, I can always look up. Clips on
Cinemax
YouTube.
or.
Yeah, Miramax is not a television.
Some television show. You'll get to see it for sure.
Does Cinemax exist anymore?
Cinemax.
In Yankee Land?
They were bought out by somebody else, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Somebody
probably
Max.
HBO or.
You'll get it on a Max for sure.
Anyways, let's move on. I can't believe that you hated
I can't believe you
that.
liked this. Anyway.
Yeah, it was good.
All right, well, let's talk about one that I think
It was unique.
It was unique. Yes, I will 100% say I would agree it's unique.
Oh, I just want to go see a concert. Should just put the concert up. I didn't want to see anything else. I'll just put the concert up. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, if you're gonna put a concert film, you're gonna call it a concert film.
You didn't
and then you try and put a bunch of other garbage floated into it that isn't even. It's not even fleshed out. This movie, if they wanted, it was
movie
not.
Told such a story.
It was.
I got so much out of this.
I'm glad you did.
I now know Elvis better than I knew him before.
You know what? You don't know Elvis. You know what Baz Luhrmann wants you to know about Elvis. That's what you know about Elvis. The other thing you.
I know what Baz Luhrmann wanted me to know about Elvis. Yes, 100% true.
That's what
I also
you know
a lot of other stuff about Elvis.
Yeah.
This added to the grand scheme of what I know about Elvis. This did add something.
Okay, well, I'm glad it did. But what I can say is, if you really want to do Elvis justice, then you should do something like Peter Jackson's done to the Beatles, make it a 20-part miniseries.
Yeah, this is no people. I don't even remember, what was that series called? I don't even remember.
He made like 7 of them.
Well, it was like 8 parts.
He's made like 7 things about the Beatles. Look it up on your.
Anyways, the major one that was like 8 parts and whatever. That was.
Yeah. That's how you.
That was so good. But you know what the best part of that
was? And Elvis was around longer than the Beatles.
It was like Ringo just going to all of them every time. It's like, it's constantly Ringo. It's like, come on, guys, can't we just all get along? It's like that was a theme that ran through the whole thing. Is poor Ringo just trying to hold this band together because he knows it's his meal ticket.
He does know it's meal ticket.
It's like, come on.
Although we learned in the Beatles series that Ringo is actually a good drummer. Because they all say it multiple times.
Yeah. Ringo was a good drummer. He wasn't a great drummer, but he was good.
Apparently he was the best.
No, he wasn't the best.
All right. At least we agree on that.
Ringo got a lot better, which of course you're going to do when you play it.
And I hate the Beatles.
There you go.
I don't like anything about the Beatles.
Anyways, okay, let's move on.
I'll take Elvis any day over
there. There you go. All right.
Make it quick. I'm watching Switchback.
There you go.
Okay, well, yeah, Scream 7.
Does anybody get that reference, by the way? Anybody?
We do, because you've explained it 70 times.
Oh, okay.
Anybody listening
get it?
Yeah.
Anybody out there? Make it quick. I'm watching Switchback.
They can't talk back to us. So.
Yeah. I'm sure someone on social media will say,
hey, make it quick. I'm watching Switchback.
All right. Thank you. All right. So Scream 7.
Yeah.
That's the title of our episode, maybe.
Yeah.
More Scream.
Just to confuse people.
No, just he wants to put something stupid like Switchback or something.
Make it quick.
All right.
I'm watching Switchback.
Okay, so look, I know before I start talking about this film that there are a lot of Scream fans out there.
Sure.
Personally, I don't understand why. I mean,
I don't think there are.
There are.
Okay,
I think people like the first movies.
here are my thoughts on this franchise so far, not including this new one.
I thought we were reviewing the new one.
Scream 1 was original and brilliantly done. It was a mondo. Scream
good.
2 was okay.
Yep.
Still had some fresh ideas at the time, but already had the workings of annoying return characters and basically doing things not out of originality, but more out of nostalgically feeding a movie machine that should have died after the original.
It was still clever.
It was still okay.
It was still clever on the fact that they were playing it as a sequel and they were going, okay, this is what happens in a sequel. And they were weaving that in. And that was clever. But that's where it should have stopped.
And then it was okay. And then 3 to 6 are all rages and progressively worse than the one before it. So
I thought it was a little bit of a roller coaster ride, but they are all rages.
Yeah. So before we get to the 7th in this horrible franchise, we have already reached the 7th circle of hell type torture of rage that these god-awful films put on me. I'm not speaking for anybody else. So I originally had the thought, maybe I will go back and rewatch the 6th or the 5th just to make sure that my thoughts on these films were right. And then I remembered and reminded myself, I've already been to the 7th circle of hell, and I have no desire to return there. So I went into this not remembering anything. And I know there are a ton of Easter eggs for our diehard fans. Again, don't care, because you have to care about these characters, which I don't, or this franchise, which I don't. So I am only going to talk about my thoughts on this film. If I never saw a prequel, ever, which is how a movie should be. It shouldn't expect us to know everything before going to it. Well, this one did have a story that could be told without knowing anything from previous films, but you would have no clue who anybody was. And in fact, as I'm watching it, I'm like, who is this person? I think they've been in this franchise before, but I don't remember who they are. And
whatever.
God's green earth they were doing in these films to begin with, because that made no sense. Suffice to say, you are lost without knowing stuff. That's what I'm going to say. So be warned if you haven't seen this movie yet. If you've never seen a Scream franchise, you'll get into this and you won't have a clue what's happening. Now, here we go. Scream 7, or as I like to call these films, Circle 7 of Hell Revisited. I could list the number of times I rolled my eyes with stupidity in this, but I think I gave myself a concussion with my eyes completely rolling back into the back of my head, into my brain multiple times. Or the number of times the script was stupid. And then the movie does things like says, that would be stupid if this was the case. Or it made fun of its stupidity in nostalgic kind of ways, like the first one. But in this one, it was just done badly. Or the number of ghost faces that are in this movie and the reasons that those ghost faces actually appear in this movie. Plus, construction plastic stupid scenes, panic room dumb scenes, police search idiocy, which we've seen multiple times in movies. So I don't even, it's pulling from an influence, but it's also not being done well. Police force surveillance that was supposed to happen, and then it's not there. Convenient Gale Weathers appearances. Plus, half the people who should have died don't, and the ones that don't die should. And then, don't get me started on just whatever number it was that they had two killers that were completely different sizes again, are supposed to be the same character, so that we're confused, I guess.
And we're completely unbelievable they could actually commit those
yes,
murders.
100%. Because
much like the fourth one, which I was going to bring up.
Yeah, well, good. I hope you do. Yeah, I didn't like this movie. I don't like this franchise. Just like the rest, this franchise is as I expected. It's completely follows the model.
Yeah, but this one introduces AI into it.
Yeah, that was so creatively done too. It's worse than the one before, and I didn't think that was possible. Now there is one thing or kill that made me laugh, and I laughed out loud because I have never seen it even in actually a good movie ever.
Okay.
Which actually kind of makes me mad that it's actually in this movie.
Okay.
It involves a draft beer handle.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Otherwise, this movie, as expected, is a bigger rage than 6 was. Just keep them coming. I can rage all night, people.
How many Halloweens?
I don't understand how the beer thing even happened, though. It made no sense to me.
The whole movie doesn't make sense.
I don't get how the beer tap thing on the bar had a spike at the end of it.
That was
usually it's a knobby end.
No, they've got all those stupid handles for different beers.
So this one was stab beer.
There was a reason for it.
It was.
I'm sure if you look it up online, it was probably stab beers.
Sure. Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, it's like
because they made what 7 or 8 of those.
The thing is that this movie tries to be clever because it's
let Murray talk,
troping,
Jim.
It's troping all the horror movies, but it's just now doing them badly.
Yeah, it is.
No, it used to do that. Now it doesn't even do that.
Well, no, it does do that. It did it multiple times, where it would say, "Oh, if this was a sequel, this would happen," and then they have the two interviewees who get murdered.
But then they were really clever. Oh, let's not even go there.
Yeah,
that was clever.
Are you talking about the opening? Because
the
was stupid.
The opening's the same as every other opening.
No, it's like they'll give away too much. Basically, the opening
they give it away in the trailer. Murray,
blonde bimbos watching a stab movie, one of the stab movies, and then one of them kills the other, and then it cuts to the next one, which is another stab movie. It's like a movie within a movie within a movie, and I'm like, that was just stupid. They had like big names in this. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, I
don't even know what we're talking about right now. But go ahead.
Maybe that was 4 I'm thinking of.
You know what? They all run together.
Do you like scary movies? No, I don't.
I do.
Especially slasher films, most of which I just consider to be stupid. But in preparation for the latest in this tired franchise, they showed the previous ones this weekend on the old Pluto TV.
Nice.
The first 4, anyway. Those are the Wes Craven ones. Yeah, he did do 4. I didn't realize that. I sat through all 4 of them. So the only one I haven't seen is the 5th one, which I guess is the one just called Scream.
Yeah.
Something tells me I'm not missing out. After watching those 4 films and the latest one, I have come up with one conclusion.
Okay.
They should have stopped after 3.
Maybe 2.
Randy, my favorite Scream character, explained in his videotape from the dead in number 3, the only time a 3rd film is acceptable is if it is part of a trilogy. That's what I consider this franchise, a trilogy.
Just ignore everything after 3.
As you know, I like a good happy ending. Scream 3 ended the way I liked. Wrapped up things nicely. Killer dead. Mystery around Sydney's mother solved. Dewey and Gail back together. They were getting married. It was a nice ending.
What about Scream 7?
Well, he's dead. That's what I'm saying. The 3rd one, everybody was happy.
We're reviewing Scream 7.
Yeah, but
everybody wants to talk about all the other Screams.
I'm saying that's where they should have stopped.
Yes.
4 was horrible.
I like his point. Keep going.
4, they had 2 killers who had no business being killers because one was a 98-pound girl, the other one was a freaking film geek. Yeah. They couldn't kill anybody. Anyway.
But
they did. I watched the movie.
Anyway. In the 4th one, the only character I liked was Hayden Panettiere, and who apparently came back for number 5.
Okay.
The rest of 4 was crap, especially the reveal of the killers. Spoiler alert, is 15 years ago, is Emma Roberts and one of the Culkins. I would say the least talented members of their acting families.
Oh.
There's no freaking way an AV nerd and a 98-pound girl could have committed all those murders. Anyway, we fast forward another 15 years. Now Sydney is married to Joel McHale.
Nice.
Who I really enjoyed watching getting gutted, by the way. She has 3 kids, including a snot-nosed daughter who shows her no respect. Problem is, I don't give a crap about any of these characters. Not the daughter and all of her friends. Not any of the new characters in the last one. I barely care about Courtney Cox and Neve Campbell. After the exciting opening sequence, this film became some kind of teen rom-com for like a half an hour. I'm like,
Was it?
yeah, it was all these teeny boppers and they're all like dating each other and oh my god, like where's the killing?
Okay.
Anyway, but wait, what's this? Stu from the first movie is back. Matthew Lillard.
Who doesn't like Matthew Lillard?
Everybody.
That
We
was
got Matthew Lillard and Ethan Embry back in the
That's
same
right.
movie.
Was he in
Sweet.
the same movie before?
I think so. Yeah, they had to be.
I can't
I
watch
don't-
either.
No,
I just remember
there's
him
no
as
way.
I remember him as Rusty from Vegas Vacation. It's the only thing I ever saw him in.
Really?
Yeah. This was promising until you
Nick
realize.
Papa Giorgio?
Yeah, that's right. See, he saw it.
That's the best
Anyway,
part of that movie.
we had Stu. That was promising until you realize it's all AI faked. Most of the kills were stupid, and when they finally relieved the plot twist of the real killers at the end, it was even more stupid, not to mention predictable. I mean, they were the only two characters left who weren't dead. To add further insult to an already horrible movie, they cast Mark Consuelos, husband to Kelly Ripa. Those two haven't had an acting role in 20 years, since their soap opera days. It was laughable that he was even in this. So yeah, much like every other slasher film, it's a big rage. It's stupid.
So what was 4 for you? Was it a rage?
Oh, absolutely.
Was 3 a rage?
No, 3 was a meh, because I mean it introduced.
Why are we talking
Neve Campbell
about
had
the
this
past, man?
She had this
'Cause-
this brother she didn't know about who basically was
It's
trying
past.
to get revenge.
It's past lives week.
That's right, past lives. And then they were shooting the stab movie, and it was on the set, and it was like the house from the first one.
There you go.
Oh,
I like
Alright.
that.
Yeah, look,
I mean,
why stop there? Let's talk about 2 and 1 again. What are we doing?
We already know he
saying-
liked those.
You're
saying-
talking about I'm the one that makes these podcasts like 8 hours long. No,
Yeah.
it's you guys talking about stuff that
Hey,
just
you guys
doesn't
talked about
matter.
Elvis for half an hour. I can talk about this. It's a movie I saw.
There you go.
There you
Anyway,
go.
so yeah, the first 3 were a decent trilogy. They should have just left it there.
I think
Anyways.
they even
Never
reference it.
So Scream 7, we introduce AI, which is
Yeah,
kind of
we do.
exciting, and it's kind of appropriate because it feels like Kevin Williamson probably just asked a chat bot to come up with a script.
Yeah,
He fed the
pretty sure he
first
wrote
6
them
in,
all.
and because this was just touched all the points, I guess. Guess it did everything a Scream movie's supposed to do.
Yep. I know.
Seen it all before.
I know. Yes.
Nothing new. There was one good thing. McKenna Grace is gone early on.
That's right. They kill her good.
So that was good. And to be honest, her kill was okay.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Some of the kills were good.
Some of the kills weren't the worst. That one was probably the best in the movie, in my humble opinion.
Yep.
I don't know, the head on a spike was pretty
Yeah,
good.
this was just this franchise just has to die. I'm not. You guys have talked ad nauseum about it at this point. Nobody cared. Well, I guess people do if
do
you're
care.
saying that it did $90 million.
Well, I stand corrected. It was 64.
Okay, thank you.
But was it
was-
worldwide or did you
I
look at?
just said probably just U.S.
Yeah.
But
Okay, I'm looking up
but
worldwide.
it still did
Oh.
like 55 million more than the next one, which was like. The
But yeah,
Elvis
this
one.
is a tired,
Okay, so
tired
worldwide,
franchise.
it's done 96 million.
Yeah, I think I read that.
Ah,
There
Yeah,
you go.
96
people
million worldwide.
People do go to these movies.
Yeah, well, they didn't go.
It's
like,
definitely
like the,
made
like
its
the
money
Halloweens and the Friday the 13th and
It's-
whatever else
it's,
comes
It's
out.
made its money back, so it will
There
have
you
an
go.
8. You can
there's
guarantee
not.
it.
There's not going to be an 8.
There is.
Yeah.
I will bet you. I would say $1 million, but I don't have $1 million.
Hey, Sydney
I will bet you
Sydney and
the
her
next.
daughter are still alive, so someone's going to try to kill
Yep,
them again.
and Gail Weathers
Gail
is still
Weathers is
alive,
still
and
around.
the husband is still alive. That there's
Hey.
no possible way he should be alive.
You just spoiled the whole
You know what?
movie
This
for everybody.
movie is a spoil in itself. If you see this,
Yeah,
if you
Dewey
haven't
is still
seen this
dead.
movie
Anyways,
already,
this is just a regurgitation of the first 6, and it's awful, and it's a rage. Okay, can we talk about the next movie?
yep,
that.
let's do it. All right, In Cold Light.
Yes.
an
Not
Alberta
blood.
film project that happened to have, as we've already heard, our own Merman as part of the crew.
Technically, it's a Quebec film
With
project
his
an Alberta
name
connection.
in the credits.
I was in the credits, apparently.
Yep. We stayed right to the very end so we could make sure he's like almost the last line in the film.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
always
was.
stay
Dedicated
till
to
the very
Murray.
end.
Yeah, but do you actually
Dedicated.
read the credits? or
Well,
you just sit
apparently
there?
he doesn't.
I always read the credits.
Because I'm like, Murray's supposed to be in this.
Can
in
I
this
quiz you
film.
later on what all those titles of the people who do things
No,
mean?
because here's the thing, Murray. He watches the end, but he doesn't realize that sometimes they list the security people.
No, I do realize that.
Because I said Murray should probably be in this. He's like, why would Murray be in this? I said, because Murray worked on this film. Why would that matter?
I didn't know to what end that I'll be honest, I don't know that I've ever seen so many security people listed in a frickin' movie.
There was a lot of security.
There was a lot of
needed for this.
security
There was a lot.
apparently, and they gave them all
Well,
credit.
there's only like 8 of us on location.
There you go.
I don't know how they did in Quebec, but
Needless
Anyway,
to say,
yes, it was shot
needless
here.
to say, it was shot in Alberta.
for about a month.
So this is an underbelly of society family dynamics film where we have twins. One is a man and the other is his sister, who is
Like in Twisters?
like in Twisters. Twins, little town I know where the Twisters go, called Bedrock.
Twist.
All right, so his sister, who is damaged goods and ends up in jail because they are drug dealers. 2 years later, she is out on probation, because it's Canada and our legal system. People who are severe drug dealers probably shouldn't get out after 2 years, but that's here or there. She's out and wants back into the drug dealing business with the gang that she actually started. But her brother's new partners have said, no, you cannot join our gang.
They said no.
And they end up killing him and framing her. And with the help of the queen / kingpin of drug dealers from Fort McMurray, Helen Hunt
Sweet.
is in one of her, I would say, least naked films that she's been in the last little while.
She wasn't always naked, just recently.
I know, but we kind of getting used to that now. But she was definitely not naked in this. Plus, also using some, I want to call them unforgettable acting choices in this film. Because she's horrible in this. Our lead in this is played by Micah Monroe, who is also known for the film It Follows and a few other big budget films. And her dad is played by none other than the Deaf Academy Award winner, Troy Kotsur. Both performances are fantastic, and their on-screen chemistry is harrowing and raw, just like this film and the filming style. The story is somewhat a redemption story with a few surprises and some twists that some you see coming, some you don't. The biggest irritant I had in this movie was having to explain to Bryce how reality really works, dealing with how real family treats each other and how as well
Yeah, I didn't
as
understand the
explain
whole
simple
baby
things
thing.
like alarm codes can be
There's
memorized.
no way she knew the alarm
and
code.
how real family treats each other as well as explain simple things like alarm codes that can be memorized.
No.
And your twin brother's baby is actually someone you might care about.
Why?
Or
She never met the thing.
Even when you would talk to the screen
She
and
doesn't
say,
like
this
the
is
mom.
dumb. This is Murray, this is what he would do. He would look at the screen and go, this would never happen. This is so dumb. And then literally, as soon as the words left his mouth, the director added that part in that didn't make it dumb.
No.
So it's like before he would say,
didn't.
this is dumb. And then sure enough, seconds later,
They would explain it?
Yeah, no, it would come right. It would realize
No,
that happened
no.
3 times
No,
in
it
the
did
movie.
not.
It did. It happened when she went.
You're
it
making up
happened.
stuff.
Yeah, no, I am not making up stuff.
Review the movie, don't review me watching the
most
movie.
annoying thing about this movie was Bryce. That's the most annoying thing in this.
All right.
Yeah, for the most part, I actually really enjoyed this film, even with Bryce not shutting the fuck up for the whole movie. I had some, which is I think the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
He normally we're on the same page and we're both annoyed at the same things, but in this he was just annoying on the stupidest things that didn't make any sense. And maybe it's because I pissed him off from being annoyed at Epic. I don't know.
We didn't talk about Epic.
I know, but you could tell I was irritated. I started doing my Bryce walk. I had some minor issues with how things wrapped up in this film. But the whole film was a suspenseful story, and Micah's performance was outstanding. It was, I liked this film. I really did.
Okay, so the good, Micah's performance was good. I liked there's a gritty feel to this movie that I liked actually the way it was shot. They shot pretty well in low light. So it had, a lot of this was in low light, and it felt,
Pretty.
It did. It
It felt like it was the underbelly of society.
It did have a feeling about it. But my God, do we have to put that frickin' baby's face on the screen constantly? That is
so
the ugliest little piece of. Oh,
baby.
God, that thing was ugly. Why do we have to put babies' faces on? Just leave the baby. You can have a baby in the movie, but put it way in the background. I don't need a close-up of its face. What are you trying to make me puke? I don't understand.
The reason they put babies in movies is to emotionally tie regular humans to the movie.
It didn't make any sense whatsoever.
It completely made sense.
She has never met this baby ever until like the day before. And now all of a sudden she's got this bond to it.
Okay.
Just leave it. Just get on with your life. You're going to go back for the baby?
Here's a clue for you.
My God.
When you have a twin, you are connected to that person. Right. And it doesn't matter
what. They
what.
don't even really like each other.
Oh my God. They showed their relationship was actually pretty good. The brother was a pretty good brother to her, all told, seeing he was a drug dealer and she was a drug dealer.
He was a good dude.
He really cared for her. And
other than the fact he was a low-life scum.
Yeah, he was a drug dealing scum.
But, he loved his sister. That was obvious.
Exactly. And so she loved him as well. She was just damaged goods, man.
Yeah, I did like the feel of this movie. I liked her performance. I thought most of the performances were pretty good.
Except Helen Hunt.
No, Helen Hunt. I thought Helen Hunt was good. No. You didn't like Helen Hunt?
No, I could tell they weren't even in the same room together.
You phoned it in?
It was like, no, it was just like, she was just like answering.
They were in the same room together.
They were not in the same.
They had shots where they were both there.
They just edited that together. There's no way they were in the same room.
AI.
You're an idiot. They were in the same room together. You are such
that
a
whole
tool.
scene I didn't like.
I didn't mind that. That was the only scene that was watchable. Actually, I shouldn't say that. There were some scenes that were watchable, but there was some really dumb stuff in this.
No,
that took me out of the movie.
Nothing dumb in this movie.
The whole alarm sequence was ridiculous.
That doesn't
you know
make
what?
sense.
If the alarm just magically shuts off, then at least show me that she turned it off, because I don't understand. And show some sort of reference, because there's no way she knows this. Explain to me how she knows this, because there's no way in the real world that she knows. People don't just sit there and, I don't care if you're my sister or not. You're a freaking low-life drug dealing scum too. I'm not going to be sharing any.
Okay, I can tell you. Here's how real humans operate in the world. I know Bryce doesn't understand real humans.
And good God, can you get that baby off the screen?
I know
that was just disgusting.
I know my kids' passwords for their alarm systems. If Murray had an alarm system, I would know his system. But they're alarm code.
They're not low-life scum drug dealers.
It doesn't matter. This is why they do know these things. Same reason as why they had a passcode. They have a passcode going into where they hide their drug money and stuff. Everything you're saying is stupid.
You're connecting dots that don't exist.
No, you're finding problems that aren't there. Reality is that humans who work together and care for each other. Way too much
baby close-ups equals a rage every time.
Okay.
Rage. Get babies off the screen. I'm saying it right now. I don't want to see another baby face on the screen ever. You can have a baby in the background. You can have them holding the baby, but don't give me a close-up of the little wiener's face. I don't need to see that. That's gross.
Exactly. Maybe they should have given the baby to fat bastard.
Yeah, maybe.
He
Get in
babies.
his belly.
He likes babies.
That's right. He does.
This was a rage.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Too much baby.
Wasn't enough baby.
Not enough baby.
Exactly. More baby. Speaking of babies, what you got, baby?
Okay, well, you might think I'm going to talk about the Scream franchise.
No, we know you did that
and my
already.
favorite moments.
But
to be honest, they all pretty much sucked except the first one. So I'm going in a different direction.
Nice.
Richard Jewell.
That's a different direction.
I watched it over the weekend. For some reason, I thought it was an Adam Sandler movie.
It
was
isn't.
Not. This one starred the Hauser
Yeah.
and the always mesmerizing Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
And Kathy Bates, who got an Oscar nomination for it. Once again, a movie I've heard about, but never really had the urge to watch.
Really good movie.
It's a really good movie.
Directed by Dirty Harry himself,
it's
Clint Eastwood.
Might be is that the last really good movie
yes,
directed? I think it might
is.
be.
Story which seemed too bizarre to be true, centered around Hauser as Jewel, a not too bright security guard who just wants to be a cop and get the bad guys.
So bad he wants to be a cop.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
After a few missteps, he ends up a security guard at the Atlanta Summer Olympics, in a park where music concerts take place. Not even at the venues, just at an open-air concert venue. He finds a backpack with a bomb in it, alerts the authorities, and saves many lives when it goes off. Except the sleazy, crooked FBI agents think he did it. That's basically it. That's the whole story.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell, as always, was awesome as the shyster lawyer, much like the Bill Murray character from Wild Things. His performance actually saved this film for me because I didn't like it that much.
Really?
Hauser was okay, not his best work.
He's
Oh,
brilliant.
it's brilliant in this.
I didn't like the story with the crooked government agents who didn't even try to find the real bomber.
That's
reality.
reality.
Kind of the way it is.
For all I know, they never did catch him. Maybe they never did.
As long as
Did
they
find
keep
him.
on paying me.
Yeah,
That's right.
They'll just keep framing the wrong guy.
They gotta have someone to go to jail.
So much wrong with that. And again, the plot seemed too ridiculous to actually be true. Of course, it's a biopic, so it's probably 90% made up.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I don't get the big deal with this film. It was just a meh for me.
All right.
It was alright, but so
I
now
can't
I've
remember
seen-
what we rated
I'm
this.
sure you guys mocked it.
I would have mondoed it. We didn't.
think
I
so.
don't think we reviewed it on the. I think it was before we started the podcast.
It was I think it was around the time of COVID, so who knows?
Well,
No, it was before that.
we'll look it up later.
2019.
Yeah, it was early, but we did
Oh, a year
late
before then.
2019. Yeah,
Fine, whatever.
so we didn't
Temperature
review it
rising.
on here.
Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
All right, my rage this week, I have two. So the first one, I've already, I've actually talked about both of them. Ultimately, I'm just reminding everybody what they are. So the first one is, how dare Scream 7, which I still think is they just keep getting progressively
Getting
worse, had one of the greatest kills, yet stupidest kills. It made me laugh significantly when he stuck his head on that beer keg, and then the beer came out of his mouth. It was funny. I
Along with the
laughed.
blood.
That's my first rage. Don't do some cool
they,
kills.
So they had creative
and then
kill
make a
in
bad
crappy
movie.
movie.
Still don't understand how you could get that through his head, have the spout be in the perfect position. He wasn't on there. It just didn't make sense.
They're overthinking it.
It looked cool.
Exactly. That was the
whole point.
That was the whole point. It doesn't have to make logic. Here's the thing about obviously Scream movies. I think what we have to do, we have to kind of put the Scream franchise in the same thing as the Fast and the Furious franchise. I think we have to go into this with the thought that it has.
bad?
They have to go to space.
They have to. Well,
That's the next one.
That's what we need.
I hope Scream
is in space.
Scream in space. Scream in space.
Sydney
Please give me
Sydney
Scream in
Prescott
space.
is an
Oh
astronaut,
my
and
God.
she goes to space in the space shuttle.
no, she's got
and
to
the
chase
Scream
him.
character comes with
She's
her.
got to chase him to space.
That didn't even enter my mind. We need Scream in space. This is all I want to see now.
I know.
Come on, Kevin Williamson, you can do it.
But if you get killed in space, do they hear you scream?
See, we've already got the tagline.
We've written it. We've written it.
That's the name of the movie. Never mind. It doesn't have a tagline. Okay, so that was my first one. And the second one was listening to Bryce all the way through in Cold Light. bring up things that are not stupid, but he thought they were stupid because he doesn't understand. He's a sociopath.
How about the whole
and he doesn't
just
understand.
talking during the movie, which you're not supposed to do?
Well, that's normally okay.
No,
if it's a
not.
movie that
It's
I
never-
also hate.
Well,
it's never okay.
Here's the
when
rule.
you guys
If
do
it's
it.
Here's
just
the rule.
us in the theater.
Yes, if it's just us in the theater.
And me, apparently. You don't mind
and-
ruining the movie for me.
Yeah, we
yeah,
don't mind.
but we don't mind ruining it for you. We know you'll move down if you don't like it.
Exactly.
Or just
There's a
leave.
whole theater. We're there by ourselves.
Here's the rule. If you can tell that I'm interested in the movie, don't talk all the way through the movie. If I'm also on board thinking things are stupid, then
I thought that you were on board.
no, because I kept saying shut the fuck up.
I know. I thought you were being ironic.
You know what? We just don't have enough
And he
baby.
doesn't know the meaning of irony either.
I think the title of our episode should be "More Baby."
No,
Baby.
no
All right,
more.
that's
baby.
it. That's all I got. Bryce and the not
Bryce
the-
and Bryce.
and the beer in the mouth.
I can't remember what my rage is. I had one.
Was it my feelings on Epic? The
No.
Elvis Presley
I
movie.
mean, I'm annoyed that you didn't appreciate that movie for what it was, but
I can appreciate things about it. I just didn't appreciate it as a whole.
as a whole, that's what made it.
No.
It was the sum of its parts.
There you go. So is that your rage? I'm feeding you things here.
Nah, that's not my rage.
Okay.
Just wait while you figure it out.
Yeah, that's what we usually do. My
Little bit.
rage this week.
Did anything happen at work, or
Yeah,
with things going on with your purchasing tickets? That's usually something.
My
stupid
muffler
to bring up.
gave out.
There you go.
That's a bit of a rage.
His car actually sounds like a car now, Murray.
Yeah, my car sounds like a motorcycle is what it sounds like. Yeah, okay. My rage this week is... Oh, I know what my rage this week is.
Nice.
My rage this week is that I actually couldn't see the end of the Elvis movie because we had to rush out of there because we had to go across frickin'
Cross
town
Yep.
to get to the Scream 7. It's like,
Yeah.
I couldn't have missed the first couple
I
of
think
minutes
we
of
missed-
that.
I think
Remind me
we-
again who it is who plans the schedule.
Well, it
It's,
was-
Wait, that's Bryce.
It was me. I honestly thought that it was going to end in time, but it didn't.
So leaving the
I think we
credits.
only missed like
here's
5
here's the
minutes.
thing, Murray. I also was expecting to kind of like, who cares if I leave this early because I'm not going to be enjoying it. Fact of the matter was, I was enjoying it, and I'm like, okay, I got to get out of here. So I missed like the last 5 minutes, I think, of it.
Yeah, it was
Of the
probably fun.
movie or the credits?
Just
The
the movie.
movie, yeah.
They didn't hit the credits yet.
Yep.
Anyways, the credits, isn't it all just Baz Luhrmann? Baz Luhrmann.
Probably.
Probably. It probably
Yep.
was Elvis
Yeah, it's
footage.
missed
over
the end
credits.
of missed the end of Epic.
Oh,
That's my
no.
rage,
Yep.
and it was my own
Rage.
fault.
Subsiding.
That's right.
Pulse. Slowing. Anger fading.
You did as good a job as you could.
Yeah, that all worked.
All right. Hey, we haven't heard this music for a long time.
What is it?
It's the lists.
Oh God,
So, we have a
forgot
few
we
things.
had the list.
Yeah, we have a few things to talk about.
All right, let's do it.
So number one, we've talked about Lesley Manville quite a bit lately,
Yep.
and so I think we should put her forward as mesmerizing.
Okay.
I believe that Lesley Manville is mesmerizing in everything she does.
Yeah, she's kind of amazing. Even when she's in a movie that's not terrific, she's still outstanding.
Yep.
And she stands out. Yeah, no, she's mesmerizing.
Mur, what'd you think?
I've seen exactly one of her movies, so I'm not voting.
All right, but you don't have any opposition to it.
She was good in one movie I saw her in.
There you go.
There we go.
All right. So Lesley
enough.
Manville is now mesmerizing. All right. So the other thing, which I know he hasn't done yet, but I'm just reminding Bryce that he has to see who's more repulsive, Freddie Prinze Jr. or Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, what is it? The first I Know What You Did Last Summer I have to
Yes,
watch to
yes.
decide that?
I mean, you can watch both of them like I did if you really want the
Well,
full effect.
No, I mean,
She was also in Can't Hardly Wait.
no, but with Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, both of them together.
Yes, it's a
we have to-
mesmerized
It's a
off, but-
Weren't they
mesmerized
in
off.
both of
Oh
them?
no, it's a
Stay
repulsive
in the
off.
second one too.
It's a repulsive. Sorry,
It's a
it's not a
repulsive.
mesmerized off.
It's a
sorry.
repulsive
A
off.
repulsive
Was
off.
the second one just her?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe.
No, they're both.
No,
in
they're
the
both in
second-
both of them.
They're both
There you
in
go.
both. of
I'm not
them.
gonna. I'm not
You
watching.
gotta watch them both.
I'm not gonna watch them both. I
You
just
should
have to
get a real-
decide
You
who's.
should get a real good feel to watch.
Yeah,
both
I'm
of
not
them.
watching them both.
All right, and then the last one.
In fact, I'm watching enough of them interacting to freaking make a decision. I'm not watching the whole thing. Tell you that right now.
And the last one is, and I don't think we're going to get this one past Murray.
No, you won't.
So, but both you and I think Emilio Estevez is repulsive.
He is just unbelievably repulsive. My God, I can't. You know what? It's one of those guys that you think over his career, and you're like, you know what, Emilio Estevez, he wasn't that bad. And then you start watching, then you start thinking about the movies he was in. It's like, okay, well, he was awful in Maximum Overdrive. He was awful in
Young Guns.
Young Guns. He was like not bad. He's the worst part of every movie.
He is the worst part of every movie.
He can't direct. Too. He can't act. He's an atrocious writer, as we witnessed with Men at Work. I mean, he's repulsive on so many levels. It's unbelievable. And he's got no range whatsoever. He just looks lost all the time. That's his whole range. I'm lost. That's his face just looks lost. And he's got to be one of the most punchable faces out there too. Like, good God. It's like he's begging to get punched.
I'm Emilio Estevez.
I'm gonna just punch me in the face.
He is related to Charlie Sheen, who was also very punchable.
Not at all, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, he is.
Not at the
You know
least.
what? Everybody's got their Estevez brother, apparently.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's got. He is such a bad actor. It's Flatliners. God, he was awful in that. Like, he's awful in everything. He's so awful that Julia Roberts wasn't that repulsive because she was standing next to him.
Okay, so Murray, do you find Emilio Estevez?
No.
Okay, well,
Not in the slightest.
that was that kiboshes that one altogether.
That's too bad because, man, is he repulsive.
I'm looking. I see.
When you're standing next to Julia Roberts and you're not the most repulsive person in the room.
It's kind of a good thing. I'm gonna say that we didn't get him on the list, because then we would have to see who was more repulsive, him or Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh, I will never say Charlie Sheen is repulsive. He's in Hot Shots Part 2.
He is. He's
Hey,
also in
Emilio
He's also in Hot
Loaded
Shots.
Weapon.
Exactly.
Yeah, with Sam Jackson.
That's right.
He wasn't Danny
Motherfucking.
No, it was Sam Jackson.
He was.
It made no sense if it was Danny Glover because he's in the Lethal Weapons, Murray.
I suppose. It would have been funny though.
It's Miss Jackson if you're nasty. All right, well, that's all I had for this week. Does anybody have anything else to add on the list?
No, I probably do, but I can't think of anything.
All right, so Bryce is going to try and watch I Know What You Did Last Summer
yes,
Sure, you can find it
before
somewhere.
next week.
before next week.
Go on to
Ooh.
Paramount. I'm sure they own them.
Yeah, he owns a copy of it, no doubt. All right.
Are we going to talk about the other thing or no?
Yeah, we might as well leave the same music on. So we have a new segment that we've created. It hasn't been completely fleshed out yet because we couldn't focus our attention
Bryce doesn't
long
like any
enough.
of the names
And Bryce
for it.
doesn't like any of the names we've come up with.
Because they're
So,
all terrible.
but yet he doesn't have anything
Doesn't
to
have
offer
an
for
idea
a new
of his
name.
own.
So until further notice, it's going to be called
Old movies?
the newest Film Rage segment.
Yes.
New Film Rage segment.
There you go. And I charged both the boys to come up with some films that we remember.
I have a fond
loving
Yeah,
or
I'm-
having fond memories
Are you
of
doing that
seeing
now, or
movies.
wait till next week?
one pops to my mind like immediately, so I'm ready for week one at least.
All right. Well, so the thing
we
is
gonna do it
how
this
do we
week?
how are we going to decide on which film we watch?
I don't know. Maybe we just put
have to
all
go back
10
and
in a
watch it?
bag and we pull one out.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Oh, we
Okay,
have to
so
go
for
back and
this
watch
week,
it, or we're just going to talk about it?
no, well, we have to go
We
back
have to watch it so we
to
can see if it's still as good as we thought it was.
That's right.
So that's the
That's
whole
the
whole
whole
point of
point.
this. It's a movie we remember loving as either a teenager. I'm gonna say teenager. Once you're in your 20s,
I think even early 20s.
okay, early
'cause-
20. We're old. Okay, as long. Let's say
So basically,
before. Let's. You know what?
80s
Let's go
movies.
20. No, let's go 26. Let's say if it's before the year 2000. Let's just.
Okay.
Because that's 26
Wow,
years.
that's
We've
going to
done
give
a lot
me
of living.
tons of stuff.
Exactly.
I already have a list of like 40.
Because there's stuff I remember from the 90s that that I
and
love
we're-
that I'm
and
sure
we're
is
putting
not.
these all into a hat. are
Plus,
Yep.
plus I'm not near as old as you, so you know.
It's true.
Anyways, so they're movies that we have really fond memories of but we haven't watched in a long time, and we want to see if our nostalgia for this movie measures up to what this movie actually is.
Yep.
And see if we still love it at least 27 years
But
later.
we don't
I've
all
got-
like the same movies, though.
I've got no, I know, but it still doesn't matter because we're gonna all see it
But if you
again.
hated it the first time, you're not going to like it the second time.
You don't know that. I don't know.
Maybe you'll have it. You haven't seen it in a long time. Maybe you hated it then. Maybe you'll love it now.
You don't
Maybe
know.
I love it then because I have a feeling that might happen too.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot that are
There's going to be
surprising.
some flip-flopping either way.
I know for sure there's going to be some on my list that Bryce, before we even watch it, he's going to go, I hated that movie.
Yes.
And I'm sure we're going to have the same for him. He's going to pull out some horrible slasher movies, Murray, that he's going to make us watch, like Leprechaun 5 or something stupid.
Whatever. All the leprechauns are excellent.
See, there you
Hey,
go.
one of
When
them
was
had
the last
Jennifer
time?
Aniston in it.
When was the
The
last
first
time
one.
you saw all the leprechauns?
The first one was excellent.
The first one is a
could go in.
classic.
Although I think I watched it not that long ago.
I watched it just last year.
Yeah,
So yeah, okay. So be prepared, people. We're not going to do anything this week just because we're not prepared enough. But when we come back next week, we're going to draw from the proverbial Film Rage past hat and see what we're going to see for the next week. And hopefully, Bryce will have an answer for who's more repulsive.
Yeah. Well,
And just so everybody remembers, I believe it's Jennifer Love Hewitt, and he believes it's Freddie Prinze Jr.
It's more repulsive?
Yes.
Oh, I can't imagine that it's. I mean, I'm going to watch it, but there's
Yep.
I can't imagine that Freddie Prinze Jr. is out repulsive by anybody.
Well, just you wait.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family, who you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer, the voice of Rager Darren, our god of rage. And Casey is not leaving us, by the way. Casey has agreed to do the intro for our new segment when we finally come up with it. But we don't know what it is yet. So, Casey, we love you. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always going to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe, and send us emails, possibly hate mails after this week, to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 and make us a rage. That's it for this week. Rage on!
Rage on.
Okay, here's